Yo, Lucha Libre Addict 187. Today, I'm going to talk about The Miz. A lot of people say he's underrated. I feel he's overrated. The Miz, I don't like him. I don't think he's a great wrestler. Let's see, The Miz been around, 5 years, maybe 6. He's been in the developmental the whole time, whether it be FC, Florida Championship Wrestling, or OVW. He learned how to wrestle a WWE match. I don't feel The Miz has paid his dues compared to guys like Evan Bourne, or a Christian, or a Matt Hardy, or a Bryan Danielson, Teddy Hart. Guys who's wrestled around the world. Like Cabal. A guy like R-Truth has paid more dues than The Miz. The Miz, he has great mic skills, I'll give him that. He's good on the mic. He can entertain, which I can see why the WWE puts him in the position he is, because they are entertainment more than they are wrestling. So I see why he's there. I just don't like it, and I don't like him. When I see The Miz's match, I see nothing special. Sure, he knows how to wrestle, but there's nothing special about his wrestling. It's average, nothing unique. His finisher is just a different version of the stroke, except he has the opponent's hands in a bulldog position. The Miz's wrestling skills are normal, nothing special about it. Like a guy like Bryan Danielson or Evan Bourne or John Morrison, who are great wrestlers. You never know what they're gonna do next. They have great athletic ability. The Miz doesn't. Like I said, he can cut a great promo, but what's the point of cutting a great promo if the match isn't gonna deliver in the ring? That's what I care about, is wrestling. I don't really care about entertainment or promos. Sure, it's good to have it there every now and then, but what I care about most is the wrestling. What goes on inside that ring. Having great matches. The Miz, yes, he was in the real world. Why was he there? I don't know. Was it the fame? Was it the money? I don't know. The Miz is supposed to be a wrestling fan, but either he doesn't have that much of a great passion for it, like us here on YouTube. A lot of us here have a great passion for professional wrestling, because if he did, I would have think he would have wrestled in the independent scene a little more. Maybe gone to Ring of Honor or other independent promotions before just going to OVW or FCW, whichever one he went to. I can see the WWE's trying to make new stars like Sheamus, the NXT rookies, The Miz, John Morrison. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is you're giving The Miz a push rather than giving Christian, a guy who's worked his ass off, paid his dues more than The Miz, sacrificed his body. A guy who had to go to TNA, where they gave him the opportunity, the chance to step up, where he did and became world champion. WWE not giving a guy like Matt Hardy, who's also busted his ass, paid more dues than The Miz, has a passion for this sport of professional wrestling. Still, he's only been a one-time United States champion and one-time ECW champion, while The Miz has been a two-time United States champion and a unified tag team champion, and had the tag team title separate with John Morrison. He's on the main show of Raw. I don't know why they're pushing the Miz. I don't think he's earned it compared to other guys who are more talented than he is, like a Evan Bourne, which is finally now getting a push. You know, I was trying to get worried there. The guy was being used as a jobber week in and week out. It's about time to give him a push. That guy's paid more dues than the Miz. Working in Ring of Honor, working in PWG, working in Wrestling Society X, wrestling in Japan. And he's a great athlete, great wrestler in the ring. You know, even though the Miz has been champions, then again, in the WWE, the championships don't really mean that much since they're tossed around like a ball. You know, title reigns aren't that long anymore. They're starting to mean less, in my opinion. I don't think you will ever see the Miz wrestling at a place like ROH or PWG. Not just because he's not a great wrestler, but because I don't think he has that much of a passion for it, that if he were to get fired from the WWE, he would continue to wrestle. He might wrestle at TNA, you know, because TNA has a TV deal and all that stuff. But I don't think he would wrestle in the independent circuit. You know, but he doesn't belong in TNA either. He's an entertainer. That's what he's good at. You know, being an actor. You know, mic skills, all that stuff. That's all good. You know, but when it comes to wrestling, he's average at best. Nothing special here. Like I've said before, Miz is still young. Didn't really pay much dues. But you know, he's in the right place, the WWE. That's where he belongs. That's where he should stay. Since he is an entertainer and WWE is entertainment, I can see why he's getting a push. And guys who are wrestlers, like Bryan Danielson, or a Christian, or a Matt Hardy, or a Cabal, don't really get pushes because they can't talk on the mic that well, or they're not great entertainers. You know, that's bullshit. So the Miz, he's overrated. You know, I don't think he deserves to be where he's at right now in the WWE. There's guys who deserve it more than he does. You know, I already named a bunch of guys.